Hello everyone and welcome back to The Sims 4. So today we are going to be building a large family home. It is very large actually. It's a very large home and I'm literally so angry at myself for making a house this big because I'm supposed to be pre-recording a bunch of videos and I literally have not had the time because this house took me 3 days. Like it took 4 hours to build, which to me is like I don't have that kind of time on my hands. So it turned into a big disaster, honestly. I mean, it's here. She's here. Like she's in the flesh. Like she has arrived. She has made her entrance and all that. But it was very annoying because I started building it, so I was like, obviously I'm gonna like finish what I started and I'm gonna do it, and then of course like it comes back and slaps me in the face because it takes super long for me to like edit the video to make it like literally 30 minutes where it was like 4 hours of footage. Like I literally put it on like 800% speed, and then I like had to render the video, and that was also very annoying. So that also got to be very time consuming. Yeah, but anyways, the video has arrived, so I'm very excited. Guys, I'm very excited. I want to talk about my trip that I'm taking. It's gonna be for 3 weeks and I'm leaving at the end of this month. So I'm going to Pittsburgh for 2 weeks and then I'm going to Lake Michigan for 1 week. So I'm very excited. I really like Pittsburgh. Like if you're from Pittsburgh, like hit me up because I love Pittsburgh. I really would like to live there someday. I mean, which is kind of ridiculous because I think I would live somewhere like New York probably when I get older, because like I like the career oriented like aspect of New York. Like I really dislike living in like Midwest suburbs. Like I mean I just kind of despise it. Like, and that's where I live now. Like I live in the suburbs right now and it sucks because like there's like nothing interesting to do in the suburbs. Like I don't know, if you're from the suburbs, like you know what I'm talking about. It's just boring. Like there's nothing to do ever. So I definitely would want to live in a city. So and I know like they're expanding like downtown Pittsburgh to like add a bunch of houses and stuff. So that's very exciting. I think I would really enjoy living there. So yeah. And then I didn't even talk about why I'm going there. I'm visiting my mom's cousin. She has a company out there and I'm just gonna like shadow her for 2 weeks and like learn some stuff about working in IT and all that fun stuff, because I'm a computer science major, if you guys didn't know. So yeah, and it's kind of scary because I'm like at an age where I have to start like thinking about jobs and all that, and it's not something I'm looking forward to doing. It's very scary for me. But yeah, Pittsburgh is a very nice city though. I really like it. I kind of like how it's pretty small, but it's still a city. Like you can walk most places, but it's still like skyscrapers and high rises and all that stuff. So it's like a lot packed into like a small area. And I mean, that's just downtown Pittsburgh, But yeah, it's very nice. So another thing I'm very excited about for the near future is my apartment that I'm moving into in the fall. So I'm getting an apartment. It's off campus, like because I go to college. I'm at a university. yeah, okay, I want to know what the difference is between like college and university for like English people, because I'm pretty sure like in America we just say college, like we literally just say college, and like we go to universities but we're just like we're going to college. But I think like people in the UK have like a difference between college and university. So like I do want to figure out like what's going on there, because I don't want to like confuse anyone. It's literally like college for us Americans. So yeah, I'm in college, so that's basically what I was saying. But I'm living in an apartment next year with my best friend ever. Like I met him freshman year of college, and we've been so inseparable ever since. Like we're very, very in sync. Yeah, like okay, he's a Libra and I'm also a Libra, so like we're literally the same person. And yes, I do like believe all that astrology garbage, because like it's honestly like true. Like I can tell what your star sign is like after I meet you. Like it's just like a thing I have. Like I can usually tell people's star signs. Yeah, like I've been able to do it before. Like people have been like, after meeting me and like talking to them for a while, they were like, well, like what's my star sign? And I was like, oh, like you're an Aquarius, and you know, all that stuff. So a lot of them I can like tell, because it's like very obvious by like how you act and your personality, you know. Like, and I'm sure like a lot of people can also tell like what your star sign is. It's just, it's very obvious to me with like how you like live your life. Like are you like, you know, very like hardworking? Like do you have large like aspirations? Or like are you emotional, stuff like that? Are you like hot-headed? You know, it's like all that plays into and like stems from like your star signs and stuff. And yeah, so it's very interesting. So I found, okay, so I lived with this girl freshman year. She was actually an international student, which was very interesting for me. Like it was a very interesting experience, because I mean, you know, obviously like I'm American and we're kind of like just like, you know how Americans are, like they only think about themselves and not the rest of the world. But like it was very interesting to live with someone from a different country and like learn all this stuff about like their country, and it was very interesting. I mean, we didn't end up living together again like sophomore year, just because we kind of like fell apart, like, and not in like a bad and dramatic way, but just like there just wasn't like, I don't know, you know how friendships are, just sometimes like you just know like you don't mesh, like you're not, there's just like, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah. So then my second year, sophomore year, I lived with a really good friend of mine that I also met freshman year, and we lived in the dorms our sophomore year again. So it was nice living with her, because she was like already like my friend who I made like freshman year, but like also she was an Aquarius, so she was kind of like a lot to deal with. Like I mean, she's like still like one of my best friends and stuff. It's just like living together was like very weird for us. Like it was not always great. I mean, it's honestly never good to live that close to someone, because like, you know, in the dorm, it's like you're literally like living in one room with someone, like you're sharing a single room. And I mean, at least that's just how it is at my school. Like you don't really have any personal space besides like your desk and your bed. Like that's literally it for like your personal area. Other than that, it's just like the rest of the room, which is not that much. So yeah, it's it's a lot. I mean, I did not actually spend that much time in my dorm at all. Like, I would always go out, like, to other places on campus and stuff. Like, I would go to the library a lot because I was like busting for that College of Engineering, because I was trying to get into the College of Engineering, but like I'm in now, which I like really had a crazy finals week, like trying to get in because my GPA was like not too great, but like I really boosted it up. So like, go me. Like, I'm very proud of myself for that. But yeah, anyways, so I lived with her, and it was just like there was obviously like tension, like living with her. Like, we got into disagreements, and like she yelled at me a few times, but I mean, like, she's still like my best friend now. Like, we love each other, and it's honestly a lot easier for our friendship when we're not living together. So yeah, now I'm gonna live with like my best friend, and I think it's gonna be like a lot easier to live with him than like the other two girls, because like, okay, one, in the apartments we get our own space, you know, like we each have our own bedroom, so it's like now you have your own area that you can just go to and be alone, whereas like in the dorms it's like you don't get any alone time. And if you're like me, guys, and you need to dissociate, then that's very, very difficult for you if you like don't get any alone time. But yeah, that's just me being like crazy and like needing to dissociate, but it be like that sometimes, especially when you're constantly like socializing. I don't know, that's just like who I am as a person though. Anyways, yeah, so I think it's gonna be very nice living with him this year, because we're like literally best friends. Like, we're so in sync. We're like very similar people. So I'm very excited. My only complaints is that he loves to eat my food, and he loves to leave the toilet seat up after he pees, and that really bothers me because I'm like a girl, right? You know, so it's like it just don't work for me. Like, I really hate that. I really hate that. Like, I also would like you to close the lid after you pee, guys. Like that's just, I don't know. Like, I don't like the idea of like flushing the toilet with the lid up and not closed. Like, I'm kind of a germaphobe. Like, I really don't want to think about like flushing the toilet and like all of the germs like getting around. Like, just please close the lid of your toilet seat when you flush the toilet, because it would make me very happy if you would just please do that. And thank you. But yeah. Oh, guys, I don't know if you've all noticed, but I got a new microphone, so I'm like testing it out still, like working on the settings, but I'm very excited because the audio quality is definitely going to increase with this bad boy, which I'm very excited about, because like the audio quality in the old ones in my previous videos, you know, they were like very bad. Like, I was using the Apple headphones microphone on the cord, so it was just not good. It was just not working. I would always have to like edit the audio, and it would still sound very bad. You know, so I'm happy. Like, we have something now. I've invested, so yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited about this. I really like this microphone so far. It sounds very nice. Okay, but here is the tea. Like, do y'all want this tea? Because here's the tea. I already recorded this voiceover. Yeah, it's literally like 1 a.m. right now. I recorded it at like 12-ish. Okay, I like started recording this voiceover, and I like played it back, and it got all glitchy, so I'm like praying to the Lord that this this audio sounds very nice. I honestly think it was like an OBS problem, because I use OBS to record and stuff, so I think OBS was like freaking out or something, which like kind of makes me mad, and I really hope it doesn't happen again, because I would be very angry, because that would mean I recorded 2 30-minute voiceovers and they wouldn't work. I think I would be very upset, and at that point I would just add like music to the video. Like I wouldn't even try to record another voiceover. Like I would just be way too exhausted at that point. It would really not be worth it. But yeah, anyways, guys, I really want to talk to you all. Public service announcement. Like, this is a huge public service announcement. Please listen to Lord's new album. Like, okay, it's been out for like probably a month now, but like please listen to it. It's called Melodrama. Please buy it on iTunes. You can stream it on Spotify. Just listen to it, okay? Like, how many times do I have to tell you? Just like listen to this album, please. And if you have listened to it, what is your favorite song off the album? Because mine, okay, it keeps changing around, because like I'm still like new to the album. Like I'm still like listening, like, you know, I don't know the full album yet. Like I don't know it by heart or anything, but I really like Supercut. It's really good. Like, I'm not trying to be basic, but like Supercut is like probably one of the best songs off that album. And then I also like okay, I'm American, so I know I'm gonna pronounce this wrong, but the Louvre, or the Lou, whatever it's called, you know, that art museum, yeah, I like that song. It's a very good song, so that's also a good song. And I mean, honestly, all the songs on that album are really good. Oh, and guys, Frank Ocean, okay, Blonde came out like honestly eons ago, but I still listen to it as if it's like my first time. It's an incredible listen. It's an incredible album. I'm loving it so much. My favorite song on that album, I really don't know if I could pick one. The one I've been listening to a lot right now is Self Control. Like, I really love that song. But I mean, a oldie but a goodie on that album, which the album's like not even that old, but like a classic for me that I've like consistently liked is Nights. It's really good. I really enjoy that song. It's so good. But yeah. Oh, and I've also been listening to a lot of K-pop lately. Like, TT really snatched your faves wigs. Like, they really like twice did that, guys. Please listen to TT. It will change your life. Like, just go on YouTube after this video is over, of course. Like, do not leave my video. Do not leave me, guys. I need you here. Please don't leave. But just type in TT into YouTube. Just do it. TT by Twice. It'll change your life. It'll honestly like change you. Like, that's the song that made me like K-pop. Like, before, I don't know, I thought it was like I didn't think it was weird to listen to it, but I just like couldn't, I just didn't like listening to it. I just didn't get it. But now I get it. I really get it now. And I really am obsessed with it. Yeah. So that's like what's kind of like music. The music that's been snatching my wig, honestly, because that music is really snatching my wig. But yeah, guys, I also wanted to talk about my dog for a little bit. Because if you see any like weird pauses, or like the mouse like panning the camera over strangely in this video, that I was like too lazy to like edit out, it's because my dog, like, I would have to leave my computer to like go and get my dog to stop being psycho, she's a puppy. She's like 6 months old. I love her to death. Like, she is so adorable. She's a golden retriever, so like, you know, like, she's adorable, but she's so evil. I mean, like, okay, all puppies do like evil things, you know. She like jumps on counters and like grabs things and like chews on them and like destroys everything, and like also tries to bite me. I mean, like, you know, she thinks she's playing. She thinks we're having a good time, but like, jokes on her is that I'm not having a good time at all. Honestly, jokes on me. I'm not having a good time when she's like biting me or like biting my hair or, you know, all that stuff. But she's just crazy. Like, she's a very crazy person. And okay, her name is Leia, like Princess Leia, because I'm obsessed with Star Wars. Like, I've literally been obsessed with Star Wars since I was so young. Like, I love Star Wars. Favorite movie franchise ever. I'm so obsessed, guys. But I mean, I'm not gonna get like deep into it because I could really go off about Star Wars. Like, I could really like go on and on about that, but I'm not gonna do that for like your sake. But so basically, this is kind of sad, but the reason we got a new puppy was because my dog passed away. My previous dog passed away over winter break. And it was very heartbreaking for me. And then, like, obviously being a huge Star Wars fan, and like, I literally love Carrie Fisher to death. Like, she's like was one of my favorite celebrities ever, but she died in the same week as my dog, like literally days apart, and it was like the worst week of my life. But anyways, I like really wanted to call this dog Leia because of that. Yeah, like, not to get too deep, but that's why my dog is named Leia, because of that emotional mess that was that week, that like my dog and Carrie Fisher dying. And yeah, I mean, my dog died of cancer, so like, we knew it was coming, so you know, it was sad, but like, it didn't happen like very tragically, like we knew. So yeah, I mean, Carrie Fisher, that was tragic. Like, oh my god, like, that came out of nowhere. I was like very upset about that. Like, I honestly have cry sessions in my car. Like, you really wouldn't think I was a Libra, to be honest. But yeah, like, sometimes I'm like on my way to work and I just think about Carrie Fisher and I get really sad, guys. I don't know, it was just a very sad situation. But yeah, that's enough of all of those emotions. Honestly, like, we need to go into a happier place now. So yeah, so anyways, things that are happening like on my channel and on my social media, we have the Croft legacy going on my Tumblr, and it's honestly so much fun. Like, I'm having so much fun with all that. It's a lot of fun. If you guys don't know about like simblers, a lot of people just post kind of like let's plays and legacies, which is like, you just kind of post screenshots from like what's going on in your game and like tell a story through like your screenshots and stuff, and like, you know, do like recaps of your game. And it's a lot of fun. I'm doing the Croft legacy. I only have my founder right now, and she's just kind of making friends. Like, I don't really have a guy for her yet, and I'm not really gonna worry about that at the moment, because I think like it's more fun to just enjoy yourselves than like try to rush into like creating like more generations and stuff, like I'm just gonna enjoy myself with that, because it's like also like on Tumblr, so it's like, I don't know, I feel like I have like freedom to do what I want when I play, like more so than like if I'm recording a video for YouTube, where I feel like my creative freedom is like, first of all, like squashed into like 30 minutes a week, you know, like 30-minute episodes a week, so it's like difficult for that. Whereas like my Tumblr Let's Play, I can play as much as I want, I can do whatever I want, and then I can just like queue up a bunch of posts for that, so it's like not a big deal. I'm also doing the Not So Berry challenge. I have a different Tumblr for my Not So Berry challenge, like I'll have the links down below. But yeah, I'm on the mint generation there also, but like I like have my, okay, so my mint gen sim had a toddler, so we have a toddler currently, and then she also is pregnant. Beyonce is pregnant with twins, like no, like she's pregnant, so I don't know like who the heir is gonna be. I mean, obviously like she literally only has one toddler and like is pregnant, so it's like not anything I need to worry about at the moment. So yeah, it's like very exciting. I'm very excited about my Not So Berry challenge, because I'm having so much fun with all of that. And then what else? Oh, guys, okay, the 100 baby challenge. Like I'm literally loving that so far. Like I'm just like going crazy picking these baby daddies. If you haven't seen the last episode, I get this very good idea when we get a visit from Mr. Vladdy Sauce himself, Mr. Baby Vladdy, Ms. Baby Vladdy. He comes and visits us, and I mean, obviously that sparks a very good idea in my mind about who our next baby daddy might be. So yeah, I'm really loving the 100 baby challenge. I might want to start doing some stuff like off camera, like getting money and just kind of like that stuff, because I don't know, I feel like that's kind of boring, like just going and collecting stuff to make money, because we literally don't have money on that game. So yeah, and then like I don't even know what I'm gonna do on that game to keep us young for like 100 babies, or like, I mean, I think you pick an heir after you can no longer like wish to continue with like your main sim. Like you just pick one of your kids to continue like to make the babies, and it like all adds up, you know. But yeah, I don't know. I really don't know what we're doing there. I don't really have a strategy. We're just kind of going with it. It's a little scary, to be honest, because I have no idea how I'm gonna make 100 babies, and like I know it's gonna take so long to do. But yeah, another thing I've been doing lately is watching a lot of Big Brother. I really am loving this season of Big Brother. It's very good. I have my faves. I have people who I hate on the show. But I'm pretty sure that you guys, okay, my audience is probably all like, I would say 12 to 16 years old. So like, I don't know if you guys watch Big Brother. Like, it's probably not a thing for like you guys. Like, I'm a little bit older, so I like watch those shows, but I don't know. Yeah, so that's just what's been going on in my life. I've been watching a lot of Big Brother, but yeah, it's very fun. It's very exciting. I'm having a ton of fun. Been having a lot of fun lately, if you guys haven't noticed. But I'm gonna end off the episode there. So Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed. Make sure that you give this video a like and subscribe. I post new videos Mondays, Thursdays, and Saturdays with a little bit of extra videos mixed in between. So goodbye, guys.